Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today at our next episode of Empire of the Ghouls. With us, as always, is our absolutely fabulous cast. Starting with Alex, if you'd like to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, that's me. I'm Alex. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Iskander, and you can find me on Twitter at ActorFeet. And I'm going to throw it over to my good friend Sawyer.
Oh, me? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. I'm Sawyer. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at queer_elf_club or on TikTok at queerelfclub. I'm going to toss it on over to Friday.
Hello, I'm Friday, pronouns they, them, and I'm playing Vivian. You can find me on Twitter mostly. That's where most things conglomerate for me. And yeah, I'm going to toss it over to Art Plebe.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, that's me. Yeah. We've met a couple of times before.
Have?
Hi.
I'm so sorry. I don't remember.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
I'm already in
It's
character. I'm
fine.
sorry.
Hi everybody. My name is Sloan, aka Arpley. My pronouns are they, them, and tonight I'm playing my boy Goosh, whose pronouns are he, him, little barbarian boy. And you can't find me at Arplebe everywhere. Who do we go to next? Is it the voice of God's turn?
I do believe so, yes.
Then I'm passing it to Dot.
Yes, Yuki is existing in the voice today, in the void. Okay. And oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, we're going to hear a random Uki scream. Like, yeah, wait.
Just void speak from the other room.
Oh, no.
And I think, I don't know if you have anything else to do. Is it my turn?
It is your turn. Hit us
Amazing.
with that recap.
I have claimed recap rights for this week, everyone. So buckle up. Last time on Empire of the Ghouls, the party came up from below and went to the Kobold King and told them of their success and also the fact that they found an orgy turned death cult. Yikes. The Kobold King was like, I appreciate you for telling me, but please go tell the guard. And so they talked to, I think, is it Commander Brightvale? And that all went great. Brightvale was super receptive. Yuki and Goosh, they happened to decide that maybe they should just go all the way to the top. So they tried to get into a meeting that was happening with the town official that was really high and dancing at the death cult. They were promptly turned away, and even Solus, with his fancy name, could not get us in to that meeting. So we were turned away and told to wait for a couple of days, and so we did. During that waiting time, Solus taught our dearest Iskander how to fight with a knife. Iskander went to the city's college and found out that Master Gravebinder Panchel is on a tour across the 7 cities. So it'll be a while before you can see him. Goosh wants some money and also found out that Vivian is doing some weird back alley things and getting presents from strangers and suitors. That kind of was left hanging, and Vivian did some secret stuff that none of us are allowed to know. Also, Yuki got a map tracking some of the Baba Yaga's house's movement. And at the very end of the episode, we wrapped up by Lena Ravavik, one of the priests of the Temple of Rava, coming to the Rampant Roach, where the party is staying, and telling them that the Clockwork Oracle spat their names out, and that's a big deal, and they need to come to the temple.
We'll go ahead and rewind just a tiny bit. Remember, you're descending down into the steps of this chamber where the Clockwork Oracle resides. You can smell the sharp tang of metal and oil that fills the air in a cramped, low-ceiling chamber. The back wall is covered in silver dials and actuators, golden balance wheels, bronze pistons, and gears. And together, these components form a giant face. The oracle's mouth opens and it speaks in a rasping, mechanical voice. Oh, they are here. Good. And you can't really tell if it's just because that's the position that its eyes were built in, but they seem fixed on the group of you waiting.
Hmm.
Well,
Are we
do
supposed to go
say
toward it?
something? I don't know. That was my question.
I guess. I'm all just leaning in and whispering. I don't know.
Uh,
Um,
is Lena with us?
Lena has stepped out of the room. This is a sacred time between you and the Oracle, but if you'll remember, she did encourage you to ask questions.
I guess Solis is gonna kind of like see that everyone else is also very like about this. He's gonna step forward. He's gonna bow and say, "Hail and well met, stranger that may yet be a friend. It appears that we have been called here today by you, and we were wondering what exactly you were wanting from us."
You ask why I brought you here.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it comes as no surprise to you that the ghouls are stirring in their tunnels beneath the earth and will soon rise. They must be stopped, or Zobeck will merely be the first to fall.
Do you think you should be telling us about this? Like maybe you should be telling the. We just had a whole thing where we were supposed to go tell the guards. So maybe. Did you mean to call someone else?
Fate has decreed that it be you.
Okay. Whose fate?
It's a question that we all ask ourselves at one point or another.
Fate?
So how much do you actually know about the ghouls, about anything really?
I know that they hunger for flesh, and it is a hunger that grows insatiable with each passing day.
We know people like that.
So I have to ask you. You've gotten me a little bit curious about just what your stake is in this, and
Steak.
My stake.
I like that you're repeating my pun.
Oh, you meant it that way.
I am not
I'm on
built
it.
much for jokes. I am a mere agent of fate and its indescribable whims.
And it is our fate to stop this ghoul invasion of Zobeck.
Yes.
Do you see a fate where we all get very rich or something as well? Or is that a part of this deal? Just out of curiosity.
Perhaps check again later.
I just want to go back to my previous question. I was more looking for specifics, alliances, if specific plans. Do you see our future and then tell it back to us, and that's how you're getting this information? Because if so, that means you would know what we would know in the future. And would that mean we figured out anything about the ghouls' plans to separate Zobeck from the rest of the world, to keep them out of their affairs? Or
Such knowledge is imparted to me from time to time. However, what I have been shown is that you must recover the holy robes of Sister Adelind. Use it to stop the dark wedding before they can uprise from the Underdark.
Holy
Oh,
robes.
would that be a common legend, the holy robes? Would that be something that we'd know?
Go ahead and roll a history check. Anybody that would like to go rattle their brains. You can roll history or religion if you would like.
What are we gonna do with a bunch of fancy garments?
I got an 18.
18. Okay.
DM, would Vivian recognize the wedding?
No.
Okay.
The name was what again?
Iskander, the name of what?
Who was
sorry.
the name? The Holy Robes of who?
Adelaide.
Sister Adelind.
Adelind. Like
I'm just gonna take a
lady.
guess at how to spell that.
I'll go ahead and put it in chat.
And what's the
Thanks,
name of the wedding
Bestie.
itself? The red. You said the blood wedding. The what?
Dark wedding.
The dark wedding. Oh, it's a dark wedding, not a red wedding. It's
Not a
dark
red wedding. No.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Dark campaign, maybe not that dark.
I
Don't tell
spelled it
George.
right. Look at me.
Wow.
Nice. Crushed it.
Extra credit.
That is not
Thank
what I
you.
would have
So,
guessed.
I used to be a spelling bee champ.
Oh,
Mine
you're
younger days.
you're just flexing on us now. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
so Solus, Vivian, and Iskander, you all recall hearing about Sister Adelind. You know that she was a shield maiden of Sif, who fought against the undead of Morgau at a city called Yarosburg. It's actually in Krakova, and there she slayed the notorious vampire lord Otmar the Sallow before dying heroically in battle about 10 years ago. Since then, she's become like a symbol of hope and like defiance against those who stand against like vampires and the undead. And she has been declared like an official saint and a martyr by the Queen in Exile of Krakova.
Oh wow.
So she is a now saintly shield maiden.
What are a bunch of fancy robes gonna do to help us stop a wedding? Are they white? Is it like you wear it to the wedding and it's a big insult because it's white and the bride's dress is white? And then they just stop it because they're so upset?
I have not seen that.
What's the situation with the 8 ball here? What's
To be honest, the oracle is a font of knowledge into the unknown, the whim of fate and of the gods, but
so it's like you
a
can't
little
ask too
flaky.
specific. You can't ask too specific a question because the answers are just like yes, no, ask again later. Like that's the extent.
It's more like the oracle gets pages like 8, 12, and then like 23 out of a pamphlet of 30 pages. You know what I mean?
God. Yeah.
Oh,
just
cool.
Not the greatest oracle, but heavily
Um,
revered by followers of Rava.
Cool,
Solus
cool.
is gonna ask, do
Yes.
you have an idea for time-wise how long we have to prepare or when this might happen?
I know not the time that the ghouls are operating on, but I know that you
Cool,
must find
very
the...
cool.
okay, perfect.
Literally. Okay, perfect.
Then where can we find the robes? Like where are they?
That was my question as well.
You and me, Iskander, are on the same
Linked.
wavelength.
You know, Goosh, I've been starting to think that we're more alike than we think.
Puts his little hand on your shin.
Oh, God.
How wet is this hand?
Oh.
He's got a pretty decent grip. Like he's
Moist.
3 feet tall, but he's like wide. He's stocky, you know? Huh, stocky. Anyway, where's this robe at?
The oracle looks at you and says, you may find the robes in the fallen kingdom of the mermaid. And then the room fills with a mechanical whirring as smoke begins to pour out of the actuators and pistons. The slight glow that was in the oracle's eyes begins to fade and it falls silent.
Oh.
Is that it?
I had more questions.
The place of the mermaid is quite a ways away. Actually, it's in Krakova.
Oh,
Didn't-
you
didn't-
know where it is. That's convenient.
There's a city called City of the Mermaid, and I presume that's it. So we might journey all of that way and then find out that there is some other town also called Town of the Mermaid or something. But we
How
shall
many
see.
towns of the mermaids could there be? How many
Um,
mermaids are there?
I don't know.
There's Krakovar, which is the city of the mermaid, but in general, the entire province of Krakova is referred to as the kingdom of the mermaid.
Right.
Convenient.
So
Vivian, you would definitely for sure know that.
Right. I've always wanted to be reunited with my mother, so
I
why
thought
not
you
get
said you
to it?
hated your mother.
I would.
I
It
think
is
she's being
sarcasm.
sarcastic.
Sarcasm is candor.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm just frazzled by all this smoke and the machine. I would have gotten that
Right.
had we not been in the situation where I'm
Look
shutting up.
look into my eyes, Iskander. Do you
Oh.
see that I am not frazzled?
I don't know. I can't read you.
Oh.
You're an enigma wrapped in
You
a
are
conundrum.
pretty hard to read.
Well,
Hey, speaking of which, we're gonna talk about what happened in that alley, by the way.
Oh, are
What?
we?
What?
What?
I found Vivienne in an alley. She had a group of young lads around her who
Okay,
were
sounds
all
about right.
but they were handing her little doodads and things.
Yes, that
And
sounds about
they-
right.
it was all in the shadows of the alleyway, and then I watched them all walk away, and then I ran up behind her and I tackled her, and then she made me sit down
To-
with
I
magic.
shall I shall just go ahead and point out that there was no tackle because Goosh, despite your great athleticism, sometimes it
Okay,
just
well I
doesn't work out.
tried, but she got her footing back
Okay.
underneath her.
I didn't mean to embarrass you, but you're bringing this up in a very
You
embarrassing
didn't
fashion
embarrass.
for
I'm
me.
just wondering.
Should we be talking about this in a place of? He just kind of gestures around the fact they're still standing in the oracle's like.
This is a
Den.
holy place. Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
smoky
agree,
in here.
Solus. Maybe
Let's
we
go
should move
upstairs.
Should we go?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Lena, Lena, Oracle's broken.
You're
Don't
a
say that.
As the doors, the bronze doors creak back open, and Lena says, "Oh, it's not broken. That's just how it works."
Smells broken. Anyway, I'm just
That's-
saying, I don't understand why people were just handing you things in the alleyway, and you wouldn't tell me what they were doing it for.
Anyway,
This is a mystery.
We can and Solus just we can do this later.
Fine, but we are doing it later.
Fine, we will do it later.
I want to know. Anyway,
Lena.
Yes.
How often does this oracle do this kind of thing? Are we going to be brought back here because it spits out our name again at some point down the line, or?
Very unlikely. This kind of thing is truly unprecedented. We were all very excited when it started whirring and spitting out oil and
Oh,
the like.
charming.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay.
discuss.
I have more questions, but I guess it's fine.
Oh, I might be able to help.
Well, these are more questions for beings who know things that most wouldn't know. More personal life questions tied to fate and things like that.
Omnipotent power kind of questions.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
I understand.
I appreciate your offer, though. It's very kind of you.
I do know a little bit about what the oracle asked you about.
Oh,
Oh,
I couldn't help but eavesdrop. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
that's fair.
Persist.
Is
about all I
there?
got.
got plenty. What do you know?
Yeah. Is there anything you could tell us?
It's one of those things where it's like a friend of a friend. I know a guy. But I suggest that you take the journey up to Gristle. You might find people who know more about a Krakova there, who maybe would be more inclined to help you than some of your vampire or ghoul friends that you seem to.
Why did you say it like that?
Oh, you think this
Because
other
you-
person knows Krakova better than me? Is that what you are saying? And
Well-
that I am difficult to work with? Is that what you are saying?
I don't think that she was implying that.
No,
I'm sorry,
but to be
who are
fair,
you?
you are a bit difficult to work with.
Iskander,
You
I
are
didn't ask
very
you.
secretive.
I didn't ask you,
Alright.
Iskander.
Yep, I'll be quiet.
Are we fighting? Is that
Why
what's
would
happening
you-
here? Is this a fight?
I don't encourage them.
I meant no disrespect. I don't know.
Who is this person?
It's best for me not to say. You never know who might be around.
Are you going to summon them right here? Are they like a spirit, like a ghost? If you say their names, they just appear and start attacking people?
That's not
Yeah,
how
I
it
don't
works.
understand where this aggression is coming from. I really didn't feel like
Solus is gonna step forward and he's gonna take what is her name again?
Lena.
Lena. He's gonna take her hands in his very warmly and just kind of give her a little like nod of like, deference of like, I'm so sorry for my companions and I. We have been under a lot of stress recently, and we have been under in a lot of situations where trusting just anyone and asking questions of just anyone could get us into trouble. We're just a little on edge. You must forgive us. We would gladly accept any and all help. And he's gonna squeeze her hands between his again.
yes, okay. I completely understand. I thought I had said the wrong thing. And
Oh.
you're heroes, the people in the city have begun to speak of what you've done. I didn't want to
Oh.
offend anybody.
What's
It's
absolutely hysterical is the image of the lady that you showed us and how you are playing her right now.
She's a delicate and refined elder woman.
I love her so
We all-
much.
doing her best. What else could we ask from her?
But what I can tell you is that there are certain dwarves residing in a place called the Black Canton in Gristle. It's in the Iron Crag Mountains. They've been battling on the borders there, Morgo and Doresh, and the undead surges therein. They possess a wealth of knowledge on ghouls and vampires. I recommend that you ask them about the holy robes, because if they truly are a weapon against the undead, who would know better than the dwarves fighting them?
Thank you ever so much.
Goosh
There's a
says quietly to Vivian, is that anywhere near the mermaid place?
It is on the way.
Oh, perfect.
Ish. I
Ish?
imagine it is probably
Is that the town?
safer. No, I mean just generally. It is probably safer to be traveling through the Iron Crags, which is a, mountain range for the most part, rather than taking the main roads to and from
Perfect.
Bristol,
could-
because it would be very dangerous if I was recognized, I think.
Or do you want to
Oh,
go
yeah.
underground? We can go through the tunnels.
I cannot wait to go underground with you, Gush. I imagine you have a lot more funny things that you do when you're underground.
It's thrilling.
Does
I long to
Does-
return.
does Lena seem like she has anything else to tell us?
She really doesn't seem to know that much, and what little else she does know beyond what she's telling, she does seem a little scared to share in this setting.
Interesting.
And do you know the fastest way to get to the Iron Crags?
I do. There is a road that passes through the freefold of Obertal. It is something of a long journey, though. So I'm hoping that this, and she presents you with a bag of roughly 2,000 gold pieces, will help you with your provisions. This is not a quest that should be taken lightly. The Oracle does not surface in a direct speaking manner like this that often. And to be called by name is fantastic.
Well, I guess when you're called by fate, you gotta do something, I suppose.
Well said.
Thanks for the
Truer
money.
words.
I have not been traveling long. I'm just not
No.
used to.
What?
He's doing great.
And he's kind of, as everyone's kind of like needling and prodding him, just kind of looks to the floor and starts shifting his feet around.
I thought you were gonna say crying for a second.
No, he's not crying. He's just kind of like nervously shifting his feet around. He's like, you can tell that he's kind of at a loss for words on how to respond.
So this is gonna put his hand on his shoulder and turn back to Lena and just, We thank you ever so much for your kindness and your help. It will be instrumental in solving this problem for all of us.
And your money. We're just gonna jump up and try and snatch the bag. Like a reverse dunk. You're just gonna yoink.
Yeah, she's just kind of holding it in an open hand, so it just sort of as you
Man.
swipe it out of her hand.
Ha!
She like is startled, but like
Thanks.
collects her bearings. Yes, for you.
Perfect.
Cool.
Amazing.
Cool.
We should he's gonna turn back to the group. We should regroup and then make a plan.
Should go back to
Yes.
the roach.
Sound good?
Sounds like
Yes.
a plan.
I wish you the best of luck on your journey. It will be harrowing for sure.
Oh,
Bye,
thank you,
Lena.
my lady.
Goodbye, little mushroom man.
Goosh boosh.
Boosh bushel, yes. She's got like a Pope hat on, so it's like super awkward for her to grab like the lining.
The
It's
little
just
brim.
sort of- yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, don't let the acid spill out.
Oh god. I had never thought about that till this moment. Oh.
Can we go back to the rampant roach? That's probably where
Yeah.
you should. I do want to. I know that Yuki isn't here. Rest in peace. However, I do want to know if Narla comes back, because like if we're gonna be on the road, gotta get Narla with us, right?
So Yuki is heading off to sort of meet Narla halfway on her way back right now.
Got it.
Yeah, Lena will be able to guide them on their way back to the party.
Cool.
It should be easier for them to move swiftly with Narla and by themselves under like the cloak of night. So
Awesome. Cool.
radical.
And
Back at the rampant roach.
back to the roach, baby.
The roach baby.
As we step in, Solus is gonna kind of lean in to all the party and like, should we take this to a private room rather than discuss this in the middle of? He gestures to the dining area.
Yeah, you do see that people have shown up for the luncheon hour. Not that many, not like anything like the racuous din of dinner time, but you know, a few families and getting rat sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I want you to count out this money.
So
So let's go. So
Vivian's
yes,
gonna
that's a
head
yes.
upstairs, yeah.
He bounds upstairs.
whose room did he just go back to his room?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We can just pile into Goosh's room and he'll like lay out all the gold and stuff. We got a lot. Also the 2,500 that we got yesterday. So that's
Right.
4,500 gold.
Good lord.
which,
Thank
Oh.
you.
yeah.
How could I forget the 1,500 silver?
Thank you,
Oh.
God.
Are
Thank
we
you, God.
gonna even split on that, or how are we doing that?
I assume
Yeah,
so.
even split good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, dang.
We need someone to pull up a calculator because I'll do that.
That would be great, actually.
Okay. What's the gold amount? We can just do it by coin type.
4,500.
Divided by 5. That is 900
900?
each.
Yes.
Delicious.
So add
And then
900.
1,500 silver.
Okay, and so 900 gold. And
Mhm.
1,500 divided by 5, 300 silver.
Heck
Then
yes.
900, 300.
Delicious.
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay, so that's 300 silver. Cool. Amazing. Did it?
Does anybody
Awesome.
ever use Electrum? That's just something that exists on DM's Guild for me to forget what it is every time I see it. I'm serious.
I
That's
know
a serious
people who
question.
use.
Oh,
I know
no.
people use Electrum. It's but that's for a different time.
Is Electrum like the cryptocurrency of the D&D world?
100%. So I guess we get on the road. I have nothing to do around here. Do we want to just go get on the road?
Do we need any supplies or anything?
It might be best to stock up on rations and things.
Do we have a map?
I don't know.
No.
I don't
That
really
would
use
probably
them.
also be a beneficial purchase.
Cool.
Don't need a map when you
That's
don't
what I
need a
thought.
zombie.
That's
Thank
what
you
I
for
thought.
your conclusion, Iskandar.
I know I'm reiterating the obvious, but sometimes it's just nice to hear it
No,
out
no.
loud.
It's
We've got
fair. You're fine.
Lots of money, so we can buy
All
new
right.
knickknacks. Go look
I'm
and
gonna
see if
make a
there's anything
list.
cool.
So let's just start writing down a piece of parchment the list of things we need.
I've got
Map.
rations, I think.
Are we, Mackenzie? Are we doing the kind of D&D campaign where we have to like bring rations and forage for food?
I'll say that you should get rations, but we're not gonna strategize, starvation.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
was wondering. I was like, oh,
We're not
no.
going to Oregon
My
Trail this.
thirst meter is low.
Yeah.
I have dysentery. Oh no.
Oh no.
We can't
Mushroom
ford the
dysentery.
river.
Surprise! This was just Mackenzie's roundabout way of getting us to play the Oregon Trail tabletop RPG.
God, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm
nice.
gonna need you guys to hit your macros as well.
I got this sick protein shake, bro. I drink it every morning. Okay,
So, rations.
let's get some ration. How much we gotta spend on those rations?
I'll say that probably about 150 total would be enough for the 18-day journey that is the mountain road.
For all of
180
us?
rations?
Yeah.
180 for all of us.
Darla's back is going to be broken.
Poor thing.
How do I add something in here? Click that. Oh boy.
Where,
Okay.
What are you adding to? Where?
Okay, so if you add in your equipment on Shard, you can do it.
Mhm.
Now I'll just go ahead and buy it for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Thanks,
Thanks, bestie.
You are so
75
welcome.
gold total cost, by the way. Looks like. Because they're 5
Yeah,
silver
and
each.
I think it's gonna tell me. Yep. Add. Save. Yeah, there. Got it.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Look at all that.
wow.
Wow.
And that's gonna be. I wonder if I can add this to like group treasure because I know there's a shared treasure thing.
Yeah. If
don't know.
not, I will just, if you want to just take like half off of what you spent, I will take that from my share so you don't have to completely pay for everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no,
can.
no. It was what 75 gold. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing.
Just
I
making
got
sure.
1,000.
We're rich
I
now.
won
Yeah.
100 something gold yesterday.
If I get rations for the table, will you
Well,
I get
I know
rations
you'll
for the
have some
table.
the
rations.
rations for the table?
Fantastic.
Did you count Vivian's rations in that? I don't think she needs to eat.
Oh, I don't know.
A fair assessment.
It's
Man,
fine.
what a great state of undeath. You actually don't need to eat. I
But you
still
do
gotta
need to get
eat.
like blood though, right?
Do we have to eat? I think we can, but do we have
Well,
to?
she
We-
doesn't have to eat rations.
Yeah, shades have to eat just to maintain some semblance of pretending to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't eat, they'll feel like they haven't eaten, even though their body doesn't need it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Correct me if
Huh.
I'm wrong. I think that I don't have to, but we'll see.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll see.
We got our
It's not,
rations.
it's not particularly cold out, is it? Like we don't need to like find winter garb.
No, your current armor and clothing will suit you just fine. And maybe a jacket or something for when you get higher up in altitude.
light jacket.
Just a light jacket, just for the breeze.
Could we get like, is it an 18-day walk? Are we walking this whole way?
I think we're gonna hoof it unless we buy some horses, and then we'll hoof it in a different way. I don't know.
There
thank
a
you.
horse rental service?
Are there
Uh,
is there a rental horse?
How old do you have to be to rent a horse?
For the place you're going, it probably would not. You can get horses if you would like, but it probably wouldn't be wise. It is somewhat war torn.
Oh yeah. All right, so we're walking.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're walking, and we haven't heard anything from the guard or from the town leadership. Nothing about.
No, they're right now. They're like launching an inquisition into Zobeck as far as like rooting out any leftover traces of this cult or any indication that there might still be ongoing plans for a coup.
How's
Got
that
it.
going? Is that like a normal like we're just questioning people thing, or is it getting to a point where it's like this is getting a little
Aggressive.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
It's not anything like that. They've just identified the brothels that they were running like spy rings out of and
Gotcha.
effectively shut them down.
Okay.
And just sort of
Cool.
looking for stragglers type of deal.
Okay.
But
Got it.
it's been pretty effectively smashed.
Okay.
Mostly by you guys.
What time is it in game?
It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe 10.
Oh, perfect. We got the
Okay.
whole day ahead of us.
Did
There
we
you
want to
go.
just did we just want to take off today? Is that
No reason to stick around. We can get our
Fair
feet
enough.
moving underneath us.
I had a few appointments later tonight, but I suppose I can cancel. So
I
that's
mean-
fine.
Well, don't let us pull you down. If you need to make those appointments, make your appointments. You need to get
No, I
some
can-
some trinkets
I can just adjust
and
Oh,
treasures.
what I'm doing.
not
That's
letting the
fine.
trinkets go, huh?
No.
I just want to know what that whole thing was about. It's weird. We
You
just
want
discovered
to,
a.
You want to know why people love me?
No, that's not what I asked. What?
What are you asking?
I was asking you why you have all those trinkets. What's the deal? Is
I
it a
don't
ring?
have all of those trinkets.
Why did they were giving you trinkets? What happened to? Are they gone? Do you use them to pay for something? Is it a trade situation of some kind?
No, not a trade situation. No.
I don't think that it's ridiculous that I want to know what's going on in the back alleys. And we just came across
Well,
an orgy death cult. Okay, I think
and-
I think I'm valid.
I mean, I kind of agree with Goosh. I mean, Vivian, we've been, very transparent about our intentions, and yet,
Well,
In more ways than one.
Thank you,
See what you
Iskander.
did there.
yeah, funny.
Solus and Iskander just
4 out of 10.
A little insensitive,
And-
don't you think?
Yeah.
And it's hard to trust someone who is so shrouded in mystery, especially when you owe them a favor that you agreed to right off the bat. So, I mean, it'd be nice to know what you're thinking sometimes.
You want to know what I'm thinking? You want to-
Sometimes.
You want to get to know me, Iskander?
Getting kind of close.
Hmm.
Don't let her get too
Iskander.
close. She'll take a trinket from you.
Solus is laid out on the floor now, just on his back, just listening. Just this might
Well,
as well happen.
Dad break.
Yeah,
Quick dad break.
He's just resting his eyes. I'm not sleeping,
think,
I'm just resting my eyes.
I think Iskander and Ghoulish, if it would make you more comfortable to travel with me, to understand what I'm doing and why, well, for the most part, I don't actually need anything. That doesn't eliminate the desire for me to receive things.
I don't understand.
I
I-
suppose I understand.
I do enjoy wrapping people around my finger.
That's the end of that statement.
That's all.
That is all.
I mean,
All
do
right,
you-
I just wanted to
fair
be sure.
enough.
I just wanted to be sure.
If you're wondering where the trinkets went, I threw them in the gutter. I don't need them. I don't require wealth or prestige or anything like that. It's not what I am after. Perhaps why I'm here. I'm not in Krakow. I could have a very nice life, but I do not have a very nice life. So I sometimes just like to have nice things given to me because I don't have someone giving that to me like they normally would for my situation. Because that is how my life would be if I was still in Krakow and things were as they were.
I get it, I suppose.
That was a
I'm-
surprisingly vulnerable answer, Vivian.
I wasn't expecting that.
Well, now
I do
that-
feel kind of bad for asking
Now
that.
that you're done snooping on my personal affairs and my feelings, and I bared my heart to you all after you have treated me like some sort of criminal.
I object. Solus props himself up on one elbow. I've said nothing. What have I done?
Nothing, my lord. You have said nothing because you have some modicum of respect for privacy, and I appreciate that.
He gives her a little nod, hand in the air. Thank you. I do what I can.
She will pretend to curtsy for him.
Oh,
Doesn't that just make it like a real curtsy? How do you? I don't.
She
you
doesn't.
do a real bad one.
She doesn't
Oh.
grab her clothing to. She just does the gesture.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Vivian. If
We don't have to talk about this anymore. Let's move on.
oh, okay,
How about that?
okay. Yep, perfectly fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some food.
you all right?
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna take a break real quick. Collect my
I
thoughts.
like how I instigated this, and yet again, Iskander bears most of the outcome.
No.
Iskander faces the consequences for my bad behavior, and I love it. I cannot be held accountable for my actions.
I don't think you
I
can
won't
be
be.
held. You have acid skin.
I can't be held.
Slippery little guy.
No one
Forgive
can
me, you
contain
can't.
Gooch.
Slippery.
Okay, so I will say that you guys can stock up on all the rations you need. Is there anything else you would like for the journey to Grisol?
I think I'm good. I don't think there's
Anything-
anything like big that I could buy, unless there are some fancy magic items. Ooh. Healing potion?
Oh,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would probably be pretty sweet.
Yeah, healing potion
Oh.
good. Let's
Oh, they got
let's
some
try and
health
find some healing
potions.
potions.
yeah.
Is
Uh,
there a magic item shop?
I should.
There is.
Oh.
That's the only place we're
Oh,
gonna
look
go
at that.
today. Okay, that's the rest of the episode. Let's go. Okay.
Shopping.
Yay!
Just for the sake of brevity here, I
No shopping.
tell me
episode.
what you're looking for, and I will give you a price for it.
What's
Our healing bandages. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at
An
the shard.
elixir of immortal life.
I just want a regular. How much are regular healing potions? How much do they heal? Is it 2d4? 1d4?
I think so. I think it's
Yeah, I
2d4.
think it's 2d4.
2d4 plus 4, right?
Okay, how much is just like
Yeah.
a regular potion of healing?
25 gold a piece.
Oh, whew. Beautiful. What about the step above that?
The next step is going to be 75.
That's a deal.
Vivian is going to look for any kind of arcane focus benefits, anything that helps her cast spells better. If there's anything that is affordable for, I guess, just under 1,000 gold or 1,000 gold about.
They got any +1 weapons in here?
I'm gonna roll this little dice here, and we're gonna
You
see.
got it.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go ahead
Okay.
and add 2 regular healing potions and 1 of the bad boys to my inventory. I'm buying those.
Sounds good. I trust all of you to add your respective items and take away the appropriate amount of gold. Okay. There's no +1 magic items, but we can try and look for some arcane focus improvements. I needed a little dramatic silence there for
Cool.
my
Yeah.
$5 dice.
Nice.
Are there? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Is there?
anything that improves the spell DC is specifically what Vivian's looking for.
I see.
Either 2-hit or spell DC increase.
Spell saves.
Yeah.
Yes, I will get back to you with what you find, but I will say that you find one for 800 gold pieces.
Done. Then we'll subtract, and then I will spend the rest on healing potions.
This is my bad for not being more well versed in the
No, it's perfectly fine.
You're
How many?
fine.
tables.
How much
like there's so
for
much
Endless
on here.
encyclopedia of items.
potions? It was 25 gold.
For the
25
regular
gold
and
for-
then 75 for the
Uh,
bad boys.
for the greater or the greater.
I'll say on
Okay.
chart it's like it's regular healing, and then there's
Potion.
oh god, I don't know. Hold
Yeah.
on,
There's
healing.
potion of healing, greater healing, then superior, then supreme.
So I'm guessing that the potion of healing is the normal.
I would
Yeah,
assume so.
and then I think it's greater, superior, supreme.
Yeah.
Supreme.
Supreme. Gotta get rid of.
Give me some of that supreme pie.
Right.
That was a sentence that was said out loud.
Oh, found it. Sorry, everybody.
Alex, you
discovering
trying to
things about
fight this
Char tabletop.
episode?
You know,
Oh,
what's
Sure.
inter-party
we-
conflicts make
are
for
we-
great viewing.
are we
Are
about
we
to kiss?
Are we just character
Yes.
bleeding all over the place? Because I will make role-playing Iskander miserable for you.
Oh no. No, that's a threat.
I will make your life a problem. Oh lord, I just put 180 rations into the shared treasure. I figured it out.
Delicious. Thank you. Yum yum yum.
Yum, yum, yum,
Mm.
yum.
I just want to say I initially got this fan as a prop, but now I've gotten to the point where this wig makes my face so hot that I need
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh
Big-
yeah.
Big mood.
I feel you.
Every time you
Um.
fan it out, it gets me. If you go back and watch all the VODs where
good.
Vivian just whips her fan out, I'm cracking up every time. It's great. I love it.
It'll be a super cut at some point, I'm sure.
I love that. My only question about the stuff in this shop is are there any like little elven trinkets, like nothing magical, just like cute things that are like of elven make around?
Aw.
One moment, please.
Okay.
Let,
Quick,
let
someone
me
do a bit.
consult the oracle's bookshelf.
Yeah, hold on, let me shake this little 8-ball. That would be
Ooh.
so
Ooh.
helpful
Balls of
right now.
magic.
Love giving my fate over to chance.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
Oh,
So we all just talk.
Just
Like we're
random,
talking to no.
ooh.
Yeah, that must have sounded
Oh,
weird on stream.
Dot said that they've got access to a Vault of Magic book that we can roll on a random tables for.
Yeah, because I'm not looking for anything magical for this. I just want like a little something I could give as a gift. That would be like a cute little knickknack.
Fun little
I'm-
thing.
And I'm
Cute
pretty
little
sure you can find that
dad.
on Kobold Press's online store.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. There's a trinkets table in the GM's guide.
We're all being spoken to by God right
My
now.
name is the
Chat.
Lorex. I speak for the Dot.
A modern day Joan of Arc, one might say. Hopefully with less,
Oh.
Burning at the stake.
At the
stake.
stake. But
Thank you.
more ass kicking, hopefully.
Yeah.
me a
Less
sword.
fire, more ass kicked.
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Joan of Arc?
Yeah, and I just realized what a trans moment for me too. Like just
Literally.
looking back, like I'm just like
In my world history class in freshman year, I was like, I'm super attached to this historical figure. Couldn't tell you why. What to say? And then I repressed that for 3 years.
yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, thank you.
Thank you.
Give it the table.
Hair is still in my eye.
Yeah. Oh
you
my
just
love.
you just gotta get some shears. Just go for it.
You should if you want me to help you style it, the offer stands. Because if you tease it and
I've
and
been meaning to take you up on that, and I just never contacted you after you offered.
no, you're good. You're good. Oh, you're good.
Low key, you're a terrible friend.
I will say that Solace in like a
Reach.
corner
Oh.
of oddities. Sorry, I'm like bouncing around a little bit right
No,
now.
you're
In a
good.
corner
You're
of like
good.
little oddities, you find this like little globe that or orb that fits in the palm of your hand that's got swirls of green and gray smoke in it. it doesn't appear to be magical at all, but it's pretty and quaint, and does seem to have that familiar elven magic you would be like street magic. Think Gandalf doing fireworks.
It's ye old Fushigi ball, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's for someone else, right? Not for me. I'm sorry.
No.
That's for Solus.
Okay.
He's how much is it?
It's like 15 gold pieces. It's
I buy
very
it.
trivial.
He picks it up and buys it immediately.
Excellent.
It's the same color as a certain person's eyes. Who's to say though?
Your
Aw.
lovers?
You're right back
He's
checking
Your
character portraits.
lover?
Maybe. Who's to say? Not me. I'm dropping hints that Solus is gay. Solus is gay.
That was
Wow.
a good segue.
I would have
Yeah.
never guessed.
That was a good segue.
If only the signs had been there this whole time.
You know, yeah. Okay.
You just can't tell because it's an audio format, but his hand is just always Solus.
This guy's got the limpest
You just gotta sit up a little
wrist
taller.
ever.
And, like, do this.
It's just
sit
very
there.
much, but
Yeah.
it's always at the moments where you don't expect it. He's usually walking around with a sword, and then every once in a while he'll gesture at something like this, and it's like I'm detecting
Oh.
hints of fruit.
Does the swoops and the dupes with the hands?
Yes.
the
Yeah, he's
handsies?
very just very like every once in a while he goes like, "What is all this?" And then his hand just rests like this, and it's like, "Are you?" Like,
Are you?
it's a little. Is he? Oh.
Aren't we all?
So.
Yeah, I found myself doing this a lot actually. I don't know why. Like while I'm talking, like
I've been doing a
I've
lot
started
of
doing
this,
this, like-
recently. Like it's been getting.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Maybe I
That's-
think it's just prolonged exposure to me because I talk like with
Yeah.
my hands all the time. And I don't know if I do it on Zoom.
I'm
But I've
wondering
had
if
several
it's like
friends pick up this recently.
if it's
Hmm.
like seasonal affective disorder, but like for fruitiness. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I get for some reason, I get into winter and I turned into a vat of mulled wine. I'm just
You get a little
everywhere.
bit gayer with every degree
Right.
that drops
Just-
on that
yeah.
thermometer.
It's just I'm warm, I'm fruity, I'm spiced up.
Me too, bestie.
The big one for me lately is the hand on the chest.
Oh,
Oh.
clutching the
Oh.
pearls.
Yeah. Yeah, these pearls that aren't there. Yeah.
I do it. Oh no, it doesn't matter if the pearls are there. That's where
Yeah,
they'd
yeah.
be. So spiritually,
Yes.
you are clutching the pearls. I do a lot of
Yes.
the hair tuck, which I used to do when I had long hair, and now I don't. And
Mhm.
so it's just bestie. What?
It's purely for the effect.
Okay, I will create you this little item page later. So when you cast a spell, if it's to hit, just increase it, add 1 to it. But you do find an item called a Rhythm Maker's Drum. It's not popping
Ooh.
up on the table right now. Otherwise, I would have added it to your equipment. So like it's 800 gold pieces, and it will improve your 2 hit by +1.
And that is for magical effects or physical attacks.
That is for magic.
Okay, so magical 2-hit, so like chromatic orb type spells.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Spell attack.
What?
Cool.
I know we talked about how much the greater potion of healing cost. What does it heal for? It probably says it in the item description.
I think it's
I didn't even think to
4d4.
look.
But let
Oh,
me
that's
check.
sexy. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it says it in the item description. Yeah, 44.
4d4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
All right.
Little snack.
Yeah. Little Healy snack. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do with your day before you set out on this journey?
I'm good to go.
Do you want to get one last free meal from Skirtal?
For sure.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know, I got to have me that rat.
I'm gonna raid his garbage can. And
I'm
just
rat.
stuff a bunch of it.
Wow.
These are my rations.
So you see that the family does sort of they do cater to you, but it is once again a busy night at the Rampant Roach, and this time they have the Turners helping out, not only serving but setting up their little odds and ends shop over there in the corner of the Rampant Roach, and you see Brick and Rosalind just sort of like, And just like back and forth between each other, and just, as you said, with the hair tuck, just sort of like.
I love it. I love it.
Young love.
Delightful.
Young love. You go, little kobold.
Get it.
Tonight for dinner, you guys have a nice golden turkey leg. They prepared a couple of salads, and normally it'd mirror like a Caesar salad or a house salad, but the house salad here is rat. So it's still good.
Oh,
They got Chipotle rat salad tonight.
Oh, Chipotle.
you know what? Actually, that sounds good as hell. I would
There's
eat
one
that.
that they didn't cook just for you. It's just raw rat.
Perfect.
With a little
Perfect.
Chipotle sauce on it.
Just a little Chipotle sauce.
The Chipotle sauce is fresh, but the lettuce is a few days old and the rat is uncooked.
Excellent. Perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Get that beautiful rat.
All right, you definitely hit your macros for the day. That's really good.
Good. Excellent. 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 And hit the road.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, settle in for a good night of sleep. You wake up the next morning, ready to take on the journey. So we've geared up. I will say that you guys got a pretty rough map of the trail that you are
Good.
traveling. Although, like, you know, it's just a basic outline of some major landmarks, major features, some mountain ranges, maybe a little
Cool.
town here and there, but stuff like that. So can someone roll a 1d6 for me?
Ooh.
Oh.
I got it.
Yeah, go
Thank
for it.
you.
You have the best luck in Shard.
I have the best luck in Shard. I'll take that actually. That's fair. Roll. That's a 4.
Yeah.
4. Okay. So
That's a critical hit.
in a creative,
Oops.
critical,
Sorry.
it's a critical time passage. So 4 days go by. You are making your way through winding, rolling hills. You see fields of green give way to lush forests. The days and night passes, and you get to see the lovely the wastelands is a wrong term. Just the emptiness, away from the
Like a
noise of the
grassland.
city. Yeah, like a grassland.
Is it a plane?
It's not quite a plain. You can still see mountains in the distance. It's still
Like a valley.
like a valley,
Is there or is there not grass?
Oh, there's grass.
There's grass.
Plenty
This
of
there's
feels like a
grass.
plane.
grass.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
We have to stop the session until we figure out what topographical feature we are walking on. It is
I gotta know
imperative
where
to
I
my
am.
immersion.
I need a brain image. No, it's fine. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's lovely, it's scenic, and you start to come across like taller and taller hills, sort of giving way into mountains. Here on this 4th day, the sun rises. Y'all are getting your exercise in, walking down this trail, and you're suddenly stopped by the voice, by the voices of 2 unknown voices, and one says, "Oi, what are you doing on this road?"
Walking.
Where's
yeah.
that voice coming from?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Gooch
Anybody
whips
who
his
wants
head
to.
around.
We can all roll perception.
Yeah.
I had the overwhelming urge to use my Brooklyn accent to say, "We're walking,
Walking
here."
So Visten.
Walking it.
What's
Damn.
all this then?
Bikini.
Well, that's a 4 for me.
That's Gooch's new accent. Here we go.
How's Nikki?
What did I get? I got a
Perception.
17.
A 17.
14.
14.
Oh, no, that
Um,
was
Dang, Vivian?
what did I get? A 21.
Vivian and
21.
Goosh.
Natural 20.
So,
Hmm.
you don't quite see immediately where the voice comes from, but just coming just into your peripheries, you kind of hear the sound of beating wings as you see a man seated on top of a griffin swoop down and land immediately in front of you. Goosh, you notice that behind you, a woman has crept out of the woods. So just based on, you guys rolled really high perception, you can tell that they're adorned in some sort of like shining armor.
What's this? Who are
She-
you?
Like,
Take my axe off my back.
Who are you?
How close are they?
so they're about the man is about 20 feet in front of you, and the woman is about 20 feet behind the group.
Okay.
What's going on here? I don't trust birds. He looks with like the greatest stink eye ever at the griffin, just looking it up and down, looking at its big feathery wings.
The man hops off and he says, "Never mind who we are. Who are you on this road, walking around with all that finery?"
We asked first.
Are we being hit on?
No.
Binary?
Vivian is going to cast a lure on herself and walk forward towards this person and say, "Oh, thank you for stopping to offer to give us directions. We are actually heading in that direction to the north, you see. And what was your name? I am Vivian. You are?"
Roll persuasion for me really quick
No persuasion.
with your allure.
They're so alluring.
Oh.
23 plus 6,
Jesus.
29.
That wasn't even
It's out here wild and
necessary out here. Wow. Okay.
Freaking bards, man.
Love
Ugh,
that.
disgusting.
You see, he drops the tough guy act or tough guy demeanor, and it's like, Gizmondo, and he like reaches out for your hand.
Gizmondo. Oh, well, thank you. And then she's going to give that hand over, which he may or may not notice is super cold. But she
Hot enough for
withdraws.
him.
So actually, oh, you're reminding me, my manners. So these are my compatriots, and I'm actually, just traveling with the Lord over here. And she's going to mention to point to Solus. Miss the Lord over here. Actually, we are traveling incognito. So if you could just keep that between you and I, it would be our little secret.
A lord, huh?
Right, a lord, yes. And actually, and what is this you do? You are
I am a humble tax collector on this road. Normally,
Tax
we would
right,
we would charge 50 gold pieces for a passerby, but I'm sure a
Right.
lord can afford 100 gold pieces in order to feed the poor people of this land.
oh,
You understand?
actually, it just so happens that we just came from feeding the poor, and he's already given all of his gold to the poor. So if you could please just step aside before, I don't want to say I'm going to hurt you, but it really does eliminate the offers that I was going to make you about later.
While she's doing that, do an insight check on this guy and kind of vibe check him?
Yeah, go ahead and
Vibe
roll
check 'em.
insight for me. Vivian, since you rolled such a high persuasion, I will lower the DC, but can you roll a deception check for me?
I got
Okay.
an 18.
Yeah, these look like they are knights, but they have fallen far from knighthood at this point. It's banditry is beneath them, and yet here they are.
Can't make
I'm
me pay
going.
taxes. I'm not a citizen.
Will you let me bardic inspire myself in this?
Not necessary. The DC was lowered because of your wild
Okay,
persuasion.
so 12 total. So
He kind of eyeballs. Wouldn't want to piss off the Lord. Kind of gives like a little snarl and steps out of the way.
Solus raises one eyebrow at him and just kind of folds his arms and just looks at him.
He
and
begrudgingly is like backing up, but just being like, "Hey, harm no foul here."
Uh-huh.
I got my axe trained on the woman behind us.
She's like eyeballing you guys, not really moving, but like literally like not moving, short of just like hand on the hip.
Okay, girl boss.
Vivian is going to take a folded up piece of parchment and hand it over to him before she says, "Well, that is how you can contact me and what you need to know about me. We will be going." and she's gonna walk past.
It's always networking.
Always networking.
So I will say, Vivian, since you rolled the highest perception, as you walk away, you can hear him say to her, "I never learned how to read."
No. Oh,
Okay,
no.
great. Actually, because the note said, "Go fuck yourself,"
It's
and
a
that's our
good
one
thing
for the
these
day.
can't read, otherwise you'd be very upset.
Goosh edges so carefully around that griffin. Just eyes never leave it. Beady little eyes just walks backward a couple feet before turning around.
You know, I've never been in one, but that had all the markings of like a shakedown. You know, I've read about them in books and stuff. And so, you know, was that a shakedown?
Of course, it was
Yes.
a shakedown.
Yes, Iskander. Yes.
Yes.
Like I thought it was, but also like I've never been in one. And I was like, maybe he's a tax collector and doesn't know that we're not citizens. But then, you know, I
No.
just,
So
No.
see, next time that
Well,
something like
good
that happens,
instincts.
and you all are seeing that I am, working it. You perhaps, get some things ready to chop a head off or two. If I
had
don't
my
seem
axe
to
out.
be doing well, and that is, I think, going to avoid us a lot of problems. But you all did very good. Thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Thanks.
Sure.
With that out of the way, the rest of your day passes pretty uneventfully. You feature critters cross your path. You pass other like travelers, merchants on the road. It's not a popular one, but it is relatively well traveled.
We got through an encounter without killing everyone. Incredible work, everyone. Truly amazing, Vivian.
Thank
hopefully they
you.
don't get anyone
3 of
on the
us
way
did
back.
nothing to help.
Hey, I looked intimidating and provided the
Sometimes-
status.
Sometimes all you need is a bard. Sometimes all you need is a bard.
Ain't that the truth? Sorry. But I'm
All we
biased.
need
A very
are
lucky bard.
bards. All we need are bards.
Okay, could someone roll another D6 for me, if you'd
Ooh,
be
ooh, ooh.
so kind?
Oh,
Already got it.
Oh, I got it. A 1.
Oh,
All right, another day passes. Okay, one day. This is gonna be fun. I promise.
I
so
love
you're
this
at-
little montage moment we've got.
Yes, it's beautiful.
you are doing a fine job. Okay. So
I don't like
don't
that.
like
I don't
that.
like what you just did there.
you're
What was
gonna
that?
love it. You are gonna love it.
I don't
as
believe you.
Okay, so your footfalls sort of begin to grow louder as it sort of quiets down. A day starts to fade into night. You can see the beautiful colors of the sunset paint the sky behind you, and then very soon after, you can hear a kind of shriek come from a very, very long distance away.
What
It
kind
Off
of-
the
echoes.
road? Like off
It
the
does-
path or?
It does sound like you're coming. It is coming from off the path. You are beginning to approach a small wooded area. It sounds like it's coming from further down the path near where the woods begin.
That
What
sounds
kind
like
of-
somebody getting murdered.
It was a human shriek? Or was it like a creature
Could be a fox.
shriek?
Could you, if anyone would like to identify it, please roll a nature check for me.
Ooh,
Cool.
My
One of
boy's
these
got
days, it'll be a
less
check
than
that I have
0
brains.
pluses to.
natural 1.
one of these Tuesdays.
One of these
23.
Tuesdays. A
Uh,
7.
Jesus.
Iskander, now you may not be the most traveled of people, but you've read many texts and visited many libraries that describe the sounds of Fae, and various Fae creatures. You can't pinpoint exactly what it is just because it is so far away, and it doesn't necessarily at this moment seem to be getting closer, but you do know that you're probably nearing some kind of Fae.
That
Whoa.
sounds like something fey in nature.
How do you know that?
I read.
Just from hearing it. It's
I
impressive.
mean, it's, I've got a whole tomes up in here that, describe the
But books don't sound like
timber.
anything. It doesn't
Well,
matter. It's fine. It is fine. Well, everybody get your weapons out. We are going to face a fae.
I mean,
I
we could
guess.
just not
want to
go
kill
that
you or
way,
something like that?
right? There might be
Isn't
a
that the way
way
the path goes?
around. The path just comes into like woods, right? Is it?
And it does, so it sort of skirts through the more sparse parts of the woods, not necessarily the thickly wooded areas. It does go through it, but it doesn't necessarily get like thick and overgrown. There's a well-worn path through the middle, but as you guys travel a little bit closer to the edge of the woods, you hear, not only are you closer, but you hear a much closer, just like of this fey creature. It sounds much closer.
Okay, that sounds fucking terrifying.
And
I
Iskander,
get
you
everybody.
start
Sorry.
you start to hear the beating of wings. As
No,
it-
not a bird.
Well, whatever it
sound-
is, it's flying.
Does it sound distressed or like just like it's making noise?
It sounds like the noise you would hear, but it's like a wolf howl or a bird chitter.
Yeah, it's just
the
like it's a
natural-
normal, like this is just the noise this animal makes sometimes. It's not like this thing is injured or like irritated and coming for us.
The latter seems to dawn on you as this guy begins
Cool.
to beat its
Oh
wings
my
overhead.
God!
Oh no.
What is
Wait,
that?
I have to pull my shard tab.
Mackenzie!
What
Oh.
is that?
Well, that's just me. That's just
What
me
are
on the weekend.
Those?
Vivian's going to reach
What's the
out and
dog doing?
What the dog doing?
What horse is that?
I'm gonna need all of you guys to roll initiative.
Oh my
Cool.
God! I have never seen this thing in my life.
I
There's
was
a
not
weird cat outside.
I was not expecting
God,
to
it
roll a 1 there, so
I didn't mean to roll twice. I got a 9 the first time. So just disregard
Ding
the
dang.
14.
Vivian 13.
Wow, we rolled real close.
I get a 14.
Got a 9.
Iskander 14.
I got a 12. Oh, we did.
Why
We rolled
is it
real close
saying?
to each other.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, so you hear the ethereal and unearthly shriek of this creature as its wings sort of over your head, and it descends into your view. You can clearly see its scaly wings and the smoke surrounding its body. And Iskander, you are first to see and first in the lineup this unfamiliar beast. What would you like to do?
Iskander is going to freak out and
Kill it.
shoot a solitary fireball at it.
Yeah.
It needs a Dex 14.
Dang.
And it fails.
Take
delicious.
6d
Dang.
Whoa.
21 points of
Whoa.
damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
shit.
you see its wings are singed a little bit in the thinner, like scaly areas of it, and it sort of seems to like stumble among its like into itself a little bit in the air around as it regains its stability in flight. Yeah.
I'm so glad that worked. I've been practicing that a lot. Never had a chance to actually fully commit to it though.
Good job.
Thank you.
Vivian. Oh, sorry. Was there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No. How close is it to is it like in swiping distance?
It's about 20 feet away from you, Iskander, and I will say that I didn't get a marching order.
Yeah.
So,
Is there like how close is like the nearest tree to hide behind?
about 10 feet to your left, there that is the beginning of like the closest wooded patch.
Iskander's gonna go find a tree to strategize behind.
Strategy.
Oh, good call.
Okay, excellent. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the initiative order as a sort of rough marching order, if you guys are cool with that.
That's fine.
All right. All right. So Vivian, just slightly behind Iskander, this thing comes into view. Its eyes aglow with some unearthly flame. Its wings do appear to have been singed a little bit. What would you like to do?
You're muted.
Oh, did you not
I
hear
was
any
still
of that?
no, I heard everything. I was just thinking, and I had not unmuted myself. But thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
We're talking to me. I was like butt cheeks.
No,
No,
I
not you. Sorry.
was just
butt
verifying.
cheeks.
Yeah, broken charge would not work in this case. So I will. Okay. She's going to take one step forward and then say, "Kneel," and then I need a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Amazing.
DC of 13.
It fails.
Ooh.
Oh,
It is now forced to kneel with its reaction, and then each turn it may up to 55 hit points of creature. So if it's 55 hit points or under, then it has to kneel.
Yes, it does in fact kneel.
Okay.
As it sort of descends to the ground.
And she's going to take a look to Solus and say, "Well, Solus, I think you know what to do," and bardically inspire Solus.
oh.
The inspiration we all need.
You
Thanks,
have a
Queen.
D6. There you go. That's her turn.
Delicious.
Goosh. This thing has been burned and commanded. What would you like to do?
Goosh is going to, out of pure fear, because the only thing worse than a bird is something that shouldn't be flying that is flying. This thing looks like it shouldn't even be alive. So he's going to take out his great axe and is going to run up on him. I wonder if it's worth a rage. We're not
It's-
doing much.
It's prone, just so you know. You have advantage.
Oh, excellent. I am going to go ahead and out of abject fear, Goosh rages. And
Delicious.
is going to make a little swingy swing. And I have advantage. Oops. Hold on. I have advantage. There it is. Okay, let's see. Crit? No. That's fine. It's a good hit. It's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And
Go ahead
I-
and roll that damage.
Bonk him. Give it a bonk. That is
Oh.
13 plus 2 is 15 points of rage damage.
Yeah, so you managed to clip this thing in its kind of torso. And you notice that it does sort of like reel back as it is like lying on its back on the ground, and it sort of drags like with the inertia from the hit a couple feet back.
Still totally freaked
Delicious.
out, but is gonna stand there
Delicious.
and get ready to take
Um,
another swing. That's it.
Excellent. Most excellent. Okay.
Excellent.
And I'm sorry, Vivian, remind me of command or what is it
So
called?
you need to
Uh-oh.
roll a wisdom
Yeah.
saving throw at the end of each of your turns, and then
Okay.
it ends the effect on a success. So 13 wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
The effect ends immediately if any creature takes damage while kneeling. So now
Oh.
it's still kneeling until it stands up. It's still
no.
prone. But
Um
that could be right now. So if
yeah,
it's
so it is going to get up, use that 30 feet of movement to get up. And then it is going to fly right towards you, Vivian.
it is going to use broken charge as a reaction with some saving throw of 13. And she's going to say, "Oh no," and she's going to flutter her fan at it.
Go away.
So it
gosh.
saves.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Fine.
Okay.
And
That's
as
no
it
good.
as it approaches you, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, I'm about to
Oh.
get picked up and dropped.
Oh. It's okay. I'm right here.
Oh.
I can catch you.
7.
Oh, when it
okay.
flies past me, can I get an attack of opportunity on that?
It's about 15 feet above you as it flies past you.
Oh, but when it gets up, maybe as it leaves my range.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you take your attack of opportunity as it leaves your range.
Yes. Bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I don't know why,
Bonk
but my
'em.
brain is simply not. Ooh, I rolled the same thing. Sadly not an advantage, but that's okay.
That's okay.
7 plus 4 equals 11 plus 2 is 13 more points of damage.
Delicious.
That
Excellent.
meaty tongue.
This thing, you can tell it's starting to get worn down, but it's not quite done
Got it,
defending
got it.
its territory or whatever it does yet.
Totally fine.
And Vivian. So you don't really breathe air all that much, but as this thing wraps its smoky body around you, you feel yourself, your airways being closed off as you start gasping and you begin suffocating.
Oh,
Hello?
Okay. It's fine.
Like that, is it?
Oh dear.
So it's also going to, as you start suffocating, it is going to attempt to claw you.
oh.
I'm guessing
Oh.
a 9 does not hit.
No.
That is an
no.
insane attack
Uh,
bonus, though. Wow, wowie.
Lost in
Lordy.
its own smoke, it just sort of like whips the suffocating air around you, unable to see through its own body. And that is its turn. Solus.
Is it still like solid enough to hit?
It's still solid enough to hit. It's just part of its body
Okay.
is somewhat gaseous.
Just making sure. So first, he's gonna cast Withering Smite on himself. And then I'm gonna try and attack with my sword. It's been so long since I've attacked with the sword, I forgot what my weapons were. I'm doing great, guys.
What a paladin.
Great.
What a paladin.
What a
Look.
pal. Ludden.
I don't usually play martial lads, so
Fair enough.
This is a great
there we
martial
go.
lad.
So 10 plus. Wait, I'm gonna do my bardic inspiration. Wait.
1d6. Yep.
Can you use Bardic?
So
on
plus
attacks?
5, 15. And then, I didn't add my plus 5 because I rolled just a d20 because it's not rolling my hits again. So it's 5 plus, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Oh, delicious.
Roll the damage.
That's going to be 11 plus he takes an extra 1d6 of necrotic damage.
Mhm.
Okay.
And also, that's an extra 4 plus every time he starts his attack with Withering Smite. If the target of that attack is a creature, it must make a successful Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 necrotic damage at the start of each of its turns for a minute until it succeeds.
Okay. Excellent. You notice that your physical attack does land, but you do notice that the necrotic damage isn't taking normally as it would.
Oh,
It still
Come
seems
on.
to take a toll, but not quite what you were expecting. That's good play. And this creature is starting to look pretty rough as it goes back to the ever strategic Master Iskander.
Using his very good, very big brain, Iskander is Vivian still grappled?
Yes.
What can I do? Iskander is going to. They're 30 feet away, right? Because it was 10 feet to get here, and
They're about 15 feet from you because it
Okay.
did move towards Vivian.
Okay. So, but they're both within than 30 then. So Iskander is going to see Vivian in distress and is going to whisper a little prayer and slam his staff on the ground and cast Angelic Guardian on Vivian. You conjure a minor celestial manifestation to protect a creature you can see within range. The figure moves to interpose itself between the target and any incoming attacks, granting the target +2 to AC. And if the target fails a dexterity saving throw while the spell is active, it can use its reaction to roll a new save. The spell then ends.
Okay. Vivian is sort of like being wrapped around, effectively smothered by this creature's gaseous body. So
It's not like a grapple?
It is like a grapple, but it's more abstract because its body is not like a completely tangible physical form. Does that make sense?
Okay. Then
So I will say, how do you want to set your guardian up?
so
Because it's not like impossible.
it's
There's
just kind Because it attacked with like a separate appendage while it was in the gas form, right?
Yeah.
Like it
So
tried to
think of it kind of like a genie.
Okay.
Got like a little, think of it
Right.
like that.
So it's just kind of like surrounding, like kind of behind Vivian, and like not in between the gas and Vivian, but kind of like on the other side of the gas. And just whenever like the claw would go to swing, it would like kind of interject itself in between the attack and whatnot.
Little angel on the shoulder action, I feels.
Hmm.
Excellent. Beautiful. The selfless Italy scander. All right. Cool. If I forget, please remind me.
Will
This is
do.
supposed to help me keep track of stuff, but caffeine can only do so much. Is there anything else you would like to do with your?
I think that is it.
Okay. Vivian.
Vivian, indeed. Okay, so she is still on the ground, I think, right? And I suppose we can just go ahead and she's going to you will see as illuminated in the clouds briefly, there is a crackle of energy as she's going to attempt to touch that creature with frenzied bolt. Which I will roll, and then I need to add a +1 to whatever I roll because I have that little war drum.
Little war
thingamajig.
drum.
Yeah, little drum, special drum. Oh,
Little drum.
gonna tap my head and also bardically inspire myself before I do that. So
Okay.
okay, so it
Radical.
rolled a 14 to hit plus d6, boop, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, and it's gonna take 12 of. I need to roll a d10 here. 12 of lightning damage.
Okay. Excellent. This thing, I'll say, it took so much damage and was not expecting that shock of energy that it does release you from this smothering grasp, and
Okay.
reels back a little bit.
Okay. If I step back, is it going to swipe at me? Like, is it within range to swipe at me right now?
It's still within range to swipe at you. Yeah.
Okay, she'll just stand her ground and just kind of flutter her fin, fix her hair as she, waits for this to conclude.
Beautiful.
That's her. Yeah, that's her turn.
Yeah, goosh.
Still freaking out. Full freak out, my
Still
boy.
freaking out.
Yep. Just gonna
Foreign entity coming into your playing field. What are you gonna do?
come back here. And it's gonna run up behind it and give it a whack.
Whack it.
It's gonna aim above where he knows Vivian's head is.
Okay.
Go ahead and smack. Bonk.
Natural funny.
Don't even have to roll the damage. You can if you want to, but it's
Let
gonna
me
be
roll
an
my
ego-
dice.
Yeah, it's an ego roll. I got you.
Explain neat roll dice.
An eco roll. Thank you so much for seeing me and understanding me. Oh, dang it. Wait, I did it wrong. Hold on. How do
That's
I roll
okay.
with... Hold on.
I
You
think
have to-
it's yeah.
You roll with crit.
Here we
after
go.
you
Here we go.
Alright.
That's it. That is 18 plus 2 is 20 points of damage.
Oh!
How does Goosh absolutely demolish this unknown creature?
Just come back here and runs up behind it and does like a flying jump into the air and just like whips that great axe through its torso, and just cuts right through that windy boy,
Okay.
and finishes
Okay.
it, and
Yeah,
3-point lands on the ground
Super
like a super. It cracks underneath him.
Delicious.
Cape flapping in the wind.
Cape flapping in the wind.
He didn't have a
Just-
cape before this, but it materialized in that moment.
He didn't have a cape, but when he cut that boy in half, all the wisps kind of like gathered around him and they flap on his
Oh.
shoulders for a second before dissipating into the wind.
Yeah, you see these speed lines like appear.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious.
It's very anime. Very anime.
Vivian is like wiping,
as all
like,
things should be.
Vivian is like wiping gore off of her, so it's just,
I will say there is not an incredible amount of gore. You did sort of cleave this guy's torso from the more intangible parts of his body. But not a. It's a tiny. It is like a very small creature. So.
Wait, how small was this
Well-
bad boy?
Tiny.
What?
I probably should have included that. That's my bad.
I thought it was like a person size.
I thought this was a big boy. I was
does take up
screaming
the
at
whole
this
screen.
tiny little guy. Just
To be fair, all handouts look like that in short.
this guy is tiny.
You have effectively murked this dubiously powerful tiny pixie suffocating boy.
Good job, team.
That's hysterical.
Yeah,
How
good
big is
job.
tiny? Like
Like this big, very small.
Yeah.
If medium,
oh, he little.
he
Yeah.
little.
Like a
Little guy.
larger bird, I guess.
You know what? It fits. It fits.
If I had known that, I wouldn't have wasted a spell slot on a smite. I thought this was a big boy.
I totally dumped all of my spells into this too.
Oh,
Listen,
no.
it's fine. It's fine. We're in travel mode. How many encounters could there be?
Yeah, that's
Suddenly,
true.
the entire forest.
The whole forest starts lighting up with screams. You killed my brother.
Okay. So the sounds sort of disappear. That was the only thing really around that you could tell could potentially impede your long rest that you take. So you settle in for the night, wake up again in the morning, fully refreshed. Someone roll another D6 for me, or a
I'll
D12
do it.
actually.
D12.
Yeah.
I'll do
Oh.
that one.
Well, D12.
We're moving on up in the world.
Move on.
Well,
up.
D12.
Start hoofing it.
Hoofing.
Come on,
Ugh.
Shard Dusty. There we go.
Woo.
A 9.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little thing here.
Oh, should we take a long rest?
Yeah, hit your long rest really quick.
Delicious.
Hit that rest button.
Okay, so the next 9 days, so that is 5, 9, 14 total days
Make time.
pass by. Like you guys are just booking it down this trail. With a
Hey.
9, I will say that you do arrive in Grisol a couple of days early.
Oh wow.
Look at
You're
us.
speed walking.
Did we bond while we were walking? Does it feel like we have a closer feeling towards each other, a closer connection with each other?
Just
We have a
complete
deep
and utter
unbreakable
silence for 9 days.
Just
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, so I will
100%.
say you don't arrive in Grisol, but it is in your sights. It is now on the horizon. You can distinctly make out. Yep, that's Grisol. Says so on the map. Due friggin' north. Yeah. So you
Love that
pass
for
by
us.
this steep river. And you see a collection as you grow closer and closer to Grisol now, probably a couple hours on foot away. You see a group of humanoids about 200 feet off the path, a little bit to the west. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Everybody.
Everybody.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody,
No.
rock your boat. Sorry.
Beautiful. Oh my God, I got the highest one.
Yeah, good job.
I got a
dude.
16, and that is the highest perception roll out of all of us.
Roll-
Good
roll.
God.
I don't think the rest of us didn't break 10.
You know what? It's above
Oh,
average.
no,
Vivian did.
Vivian did.
I got a
Um,
5, so.
Got an 8.
So Goosh, you are closest to the ground out of the group present here. So you're able to more clearly make out the image of these humanoids, and they appear to be hunched over. And as it sort of garners your attention, and you look a little bit closer, you notice that they are crouched around bodies laying on the ground.
That's weird.
Like crouched, shoulders hunched, heads down, very, very close to these bodies.
Hey, psst. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Say eating them.
It does
could be
appear
just,
to you, Goosh, that they are feasting.
Oh, I think that they are eating them. Oh,
well, if they are being eaten, it stands to reason that they don't really need our help anymore. And
you know what,
my
Iskander?
God.
That's a great point.
and I
Really good
really
point.
I really don't feel like going over there.
I'm sure we can. Honestly, there's no point in interrupting. I think it
Well,
just makes them angry.
okay, well, now that I'm thinking about it, they could eat other people too, and that would be bad.
Not
Should
Yeah.
should we? I don't want to, but should we?
I
Are
mean,
they? Can we tell if they're vampires or like
Goosh, you can put to
undead?
it. Goosh, you could tell that you've seen this behavior before.
Okay,
You
so
know
they're
that these are
vampires
ghouls.
and not like hungry dead or anything like that.
They're ghouls.
Oh, these are ghouls. Okay, so they are hungry dead. Cool. I don't know. I don't really like. I don't.
How many
Listen,
of them
I'm
are
in
there?
the tunnel quite a lot.
You can make out at least one ghoul, one slightly taller figure hunched over, and then three humanoid figures, but don't carry that same gray pallor that a ghoul or something else would carry.
Bother me if I don't bother them. So
Yeah, but they bother other people.
what do you want to do? Kill them? They're already dead.
Well, I mean, I just want to point out that if you're already dead, you can still die again. I just want to throw that out there. Just a little bit of personal knowledge.
I don't know. Vivian, what do you think?
Well, I think that DM, these appear to be Ghoul Imperium.
At least one looks like a ghoul. I will say, Goosh, since you did roll a little bit higher, one does sort of have the same build and skin tone, the grayish skin tone of Boris and Felixia.
Oh, interesting.
How far
And-
away are they?
200 feet to the west.
You know what we could do? We could also ask them some questions.
I don't know if they'll be so receptive.
We don't know. You don't have blood. You don't have blood. You don't have blood.
They
I
don't
don't have
know
blood.
that. I still look like a tasty snack.
yeah,
Okay,
You
but
do,
they
Iskander,
won't
you
drain
really
your
do.
life.
they're
I
not
mean-
going to. They're not going. If they bite you, it's just, oh, my mistake.
That
You
is
know.
exactly how it is, actually. That
Some
is,
wishful thinking about how ghouls will receive that.
Okay, I thought
so-
that you wanted to go and talk to them. I was just
mm,
saying maybe that was not so bad a thing. We can go ask them some
I'm-
questions.
I'm sorry, Goosh. I'm just getting very defensive because I for one would not like to be bitten. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt if you went to talk to them. I mean, like you said, they don't bother you, right? So I mean, if you went up there,
Cold-blooded.
said, "Hey, what's up? I'm Goosh. How you doing? We travel the same roads."
Sure. You want me to go
um,
ask them some questions? You just tell
I
me
mean-
what to ask, and I will ask them.
Would you
So,
ask them to stop doing what they're doing?
I think perhaps if we are doing this, we will have Goosh and Solus. You wish to?
Solus looks up. He's been just kind of looking around. Like, what?
If you would like to go and have a conversation with them, me and Iskander will be a perhaps safer distance away, so that if things do not go well, then we can sling a little magic.
You like talking to people, Vivian. Why don't you come with me?
you know,
Right, yeah, Vivian. Why don't you come with?
I think, you know, it's kind of an
Uh-huh.
awkward situation for me. If
Oh, of course. Right.
It's not for us.
It's so normal for a normal looking tiefling to just roll up on a bunch of ghouls. Everyday occurrence, really.
You see the more gray-skinned individuals stand up and wipe their mouth, and as they sort of like look at the others and what's going on, they just sort of watch.
Us or them.
They're companions.
Are any of them
Mm.
talking, or are they just like going at it?
From 200 feet away, I would you probably wouldn't hear much.
That's fair. That is valid.
Hello.
So this is gonna look to Goosh. Do you? I guess it's up to us, old buddy.
Okay. No problem. Is gonna start marching off, squishing off towards the group.
Solus walks backwards a couple steps to give Vivian a little salute before turning around to follow Goosh.
Vivian is going to try and position herself behind some sort of partial cover about 120 feet away in order to be able to ready an action of a frenzied bolt in case they are aggressive.
Canda's
Okay.
gonna get a little closer at about 90 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna ask both you to roll stealth for me.
Fair
No
enough.
problem.
I'm a small little man.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Ooh,
16.
nice
Okay,
rolls.
so
yeah.
you both managed to creep up to your desired positions pretty stealthily, if I do say so myself, and ready your respective actions. Vivian's readying a frenzied bolt. Iskander, would you like to ready anything in case things go south?
Yes, Iskander will ready some. Iskander's gonna ready another solitary fireball.
I love that solitary fireball, baby.
Okay, perfect.
Gotta love it.
All right, cool. Cool. I would like to get that handout to go away. Excellent. All right, so Goosh and Solus, as you approach this group, they do look up, snap to, and they cease the feasting. How do you walk up to them?
Very, very confidently. I think that Goosh just like full steam ahead straight towards them, and just like
Maxim.
as they look up, he just like gives a little his little three fingers, just a little.
Solus at one point tried to get like it was like on a thing like, oh, maybe I should ask him what we're gone, we're good. Oh, okay.
It's just like, hey, Ellen Wilmette. Hello.
Okay. I'm gonna put a pin in that. Solus, how are you accompanying Goosh right now?
Great question. He was 100% like gonna try and like figure out what they were doing, and the minute he saw the Goosh just forged ahead, was like, oh, okay. And like next to him, like just behind his shoulder, like just arms crossed, just like looking at Goosh, like assuming he has a plan. Incorrectly,
Bold
I'm sure.
assumption.
Yeah. And also I want he's mad. I'm gonna say he is. Can I ready an action?
You can. You can ready an action.
Okay. I just want to ready like a straight up just like longsword attack in case any of them like lunges themselves toward me and Goosh.
How are you readying this attack? What is Solus?
As as like they look up at like me and Goosh, and Solus kind of realizes the gravity. Oh man, I'm really in it now. We're really in it now, Goosh Bushel. He's gonna kind of drop his hand like to the hilt of his sword, both hands, as if they're resting there. But he's definitely covering with his left hand, like his right is like gripping his sword, trying to kind of keep it a nonchalant grip, but like in a moment's notice, he can just flick it right out of that scabbard.
Okay. Very well. The bodyguard pose.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. You look up and you see what is now apparent to be a Darakul, a ghoul, and three strangely dressed humans.
Hello.
They're all just staring at you, kind of. It's not really like a up and down look because that would be incredibly short, almost unnoticeable.
Just a,
It's just more like
A short
a-
flick down and then back
a
up.
down look.
yeah,
Get it?
like
Just a down look. Got it. Yeah, and just like full confidence and comes to a stop, kind of puts his hands where hips would be if he had a skeleton. And
You just say things. You just say things to me sometimes, Sloan. And I have to live with the consequences of that statement.
And it brings me great joy.
I know.
Fancy seeing you here all the way out from the tunnels, eh? You and me, we are far from home. You have a motley crew with you. Sorry, I'm Gush Bushel of the tunnels. You know, what is your name and who are your traveling companions?
You see this guy sort of look at his group and look back at you and spit out at you. We're busy. Oh, get it.
I just came over here to ask what you were doing and, you know, if you needed some help getting back to the tunnel, because usually our kind would not be so far from the tunnel.
While Goosh is like chatting with them, I just want to know, like, do they look like high ranking, like of any kind of high rank within the Ghoul Imperium at all?
Go ahead and roll insight at if Goosh, if you want to do this, you can roll a straight roll since you are familiar somewhat with the Ghoul Imperium. Solus, you will do so at disadvantage.
Very cool. I already have a +0.
This is an insight check?
So
Yeah.
13 and a 5.
Goosh, these appear to be pretty common members of the people, which you would know as the Ghoul Society, what they refer to themselves as.
Cool. That's such a cool name. We're the Ghoul Society.
They call themselves the people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it known whether like ghouls take any kind of subjugates, like human subjugates? Like,
it's pretty well known that they do, in fact, commonly.
Do these humans look like subjugated, or like they're just chilling with this ghoul?
Chilling in kind of a Stockholm syndrome way.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So subjugated.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. Okay.
So...
He's just trying to assess the vibes, like what's going on between them.
They do seem to be somewhat startled by your guys' presence.
I don't blame them.
Who would walk up to this? Who would see this and walk up to it?
But also just a walking mushroom just approach them.
Hey, mushroom folk hang out around here.
I will say that
you're a ghost.
They don't know that. I'm not ghosting around. But also like people in Zobeck were like visibly like shocked by you. Who's to say, you know?
They are in fact used to the sight of you, Goosh. Maybe not you specifically, but your kind. But Solus, you catch the glances of all 5 of them here, and you can tell that they look hungry.
Oh, what are you guys, racist against tieflings?
To be fair, they do indiscriminately consume flesh.
Fair. Well,
good to point out. Good to know.
Are shades technically flesh?
No, but they don't know
okay,
that.
Cool. Yeah, but yeah, they can try.
You look like a beautiful golden-skinned tiefling boy.
What a snack.
Yeah, you
look
look like
snack.
Like a snack.
Excuse you. That's a whole meal.
Can I'm gonna like see them eyeing Solus, and I'm just gonna go, I wouldn't try it. He's not as fleshy as you would think.
The Darakul doesn't really, he looks at you, but doesn't really pay much mind to you, as you can see like the hunger set deeper and deeper into their eyes.
Solus's hand tightens around his sword a little bit, but other than that, he looks fairly unfazed. Although, did Iskandir and Vivian like fan out behind us, like to our sides, or are they still like where did you guys take cover in relation to us?
Could have.
Skander would have taken cover so that he could like see all of the figures individually.
Can he see you? I'm saying like Solus, would you be in like
Would Solus? Iskander would probably be like, you probably have to turn your head a decent amount to see Iskander.
Okay, cool. I'm just wondering if Solus can get eyes on anybody, because he's probably like a little nervous, and his first instinct would be get eyes on Vivian and Iskandir.
Not kidding. He's kind of just smoke.
All right, you don't need to tell my business.
Hi.
Go ahead and roll intimidation for me there, Solus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and they don't want this smoke. That's for sure.
It's like 13.
Okay. Yeah, they sort of seem taken aback for just a split second before they lunge at you. So
Oh boy.
That activates my attack.
Yeah,
That
I'll
Activated my trap card.
I'll go ahead and let everyone cast their
Okay.
readied actions, and then we'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Cool.
All right.
I didn't have a ready to action. My ready to action was talk to them.
11 plus 5 is 16 to hit.
Okay.
1 second.
No, take your time. Just had to say it out loud so I wouldn't forget it.
I hope you're ready for this, Mackenzie, because Frenzy Bolt just went off and bounced. So I'll describe what happens here in a moment.
Oh man.
Yeah. Just one second. So it did this thing.
It bounced again. I'm just gonna see how many times it bounces.
Okay.
How many of them are there?
5.
5. Okay.
Doesn't it, if it
Ooh.
bounces more than enemies, doesn't it start hitting allies too?
Oh no.
The
Don't say
next
that.
one's 12. Okay.
Does
So
a 16 hit, Kenzie?
Which one are you aiming at?
Whichever one is. Are they all lunging at us at the same time, or is there one kind of leading?
So there is one human and one dark ghoul near Goosh who are not immediately lunging for you. But as you are the only fleshy edible thing, or so they think, near them, the other two and the ghoul are lunging for you.
Okay, I think he's probably gonna try and hit the ghoul since like he's the most to worry about. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, a 16 hits.
Okay, so that's gonna be 8 points of damage. And you just see in almost a split second as like he kind of senses like that coiling of like muscle. They can feel like something's gonna lunge. He just is, as soon as they lunge, just that long arc of that long sword, just right across. For 8
Yeah,
points of damage.
you slice him right across his very gaunt looking chest as he sort of staggers back, his charge completely broken.
And I'm gonna
yeah.
is it possible to use like the energy of that strike to kind of like, I don't want to like go super far back, but I kind of want to use that to push off and kind of take a more defensive position a couple steps back. He's not disengaging. I just like that energy of like pushing that ghoul off, just kind of pushes
follow
it back.
the momentum back. Yeah, I'll say that's totally doable.
Yeah, just a couple. He's not disengaging with them. Just a couple steps so he can take a more defensive position behind Goosh.
As Solus is taking those steps back, just a fiery orange orb shoots right past Solus's head and pings into the ghoul that was just slashed with Solus's longsword.
Heck yes.
Delicious.
I need a dexterity save.
Okay, so there's no map for this encounter right now, so I'll just tell you that Solus is about 5 feet in front of the ghoul. The other two humans are to the ghoul's right. They're also about like, okay, so ghoul, Solus, human, kind of like not necessarily flanking, but all in front. They're all in like this little 8-foot area.
So the solitary fireball only attacks one creature. It doesn't spread out like a normal fireball.
Okay,
if that's
cool.
what you're asking.
That is what I was asking. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so the ghoul that I'm attacking is the only one who has to make the save.
Okay, and dexterity. 10.
That's
So
a fail.
he fails. Go ahead and roll me that damage.
Oh baby,
God.
Oh
25.
my
Um,
lord.
Got
You
them
see-
hot hands.
That not only does this completely stagger the ghoul, oh no. This thing erupts into ash as it is immediately eviscerated by your solitary fireball.
And I suppose as that happens, Vivian's Chaos Bolt, she'll move her hands like this, and you see a crackle of fire emanate from her. 21 to hit the first person.
Which one? Okay, I'll just move right to left if that's all right with you.
That's fine.
So the first 21 does hit the
Yep. 11 fire damage, and then it is going to jump for a 25 to hit the next person with force damage as the fire touches and the Chaos Bolt weaves around and turns into force energy as it hits
Okay.
the second person, I presume, for 25 to hit for 4 force damage.
Okay, that 25 hits for force damage.
Nasty on them.
And then the last to hit is only a 12 for force damage.
The last one to hit is a 12.
Yeah, to hit. Does
Okay,
that
yeah.
hit?
No.
Okay, yeah. And then the energy dissipates behind the other person, and that is the casting of the chaos, the frenzy bolt.
Neato burrito. And then Gushi did not ready an action.
Nope.
Okay, cool. So with that, everybody, please, if you would be so kind, roll initiative.
Now
Zero
you ask.
forethought.
Okay. 15.
14.
Okay.
Did
14.
roll my initiative earlier, but I can't, I don't know if it was
That
this one or not.
noise.
Sorry,
Um,
8.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
8.
roll it again. I'm so sorry. I can't find it. I was a
Uh,
silly
that-
guy.
That is okay.
Oh wait, no, it's right here. It's 13. Haha.
Okay, 13. Excellent. All right. From the top, you see that one of
Make it drop.
So you see that one of the humans near Solus raises a sickle from behind its back that had previously been sheathed there, and reaches and takes a slicing little guy towards him
Little slicey boy.
for an 18 to hit.
If it
Ooh.
beats, it beats.
So you take 5 slashing damage, and as it's not quite blood that leaves your body, as
It's smoke.
the smoke sort of peels forward, you see this human, their eyes begin to go bloodshot as they enter a sort of frenzy, and you take an additional 3 slashing damage.
Man.
Hate to see it.
Man.
Oh man.
That's no good.
Shucks.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So true, Busty.
And next up is this Darakul. You, Gush, see this thing move from out of the corner of
Is it
your
ex-
eye.
Is it attacking Goosh?
No, but Gush does need to make a Constitution saving throw for being so near.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Mhm.
That's not good. It's a 12.
If it meets, it beats. So you start to get this
Jeez.
foul stank up in your nose before it quickly dissipates, and you are now immune to
Haha.
the stank breath.
You can't disgust me. I'm disgusting.
But it is going to attack Goosh now as it takes out this
Fair enough.
Can I-
sort of pick.
Can I impose protection?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So you roll at disadvantage to attack Goosh.
First one is a 14. Second one is an 18. So does a 14 hit Goosh?
Yeah.
Dang. Sorry,
Um,
bud. I
It's
tried.
okay. It's okay. You're a thick boy.
You
can-
see
you can make it.
this war pick get kind of stuck in your thicker, like the edge of your acid cap as it does 10 piercing damage.
Woo. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Ah.
That flex tape can't fix that.
Oh no.
And
Start
that
leaking acid.
that is going to be the end of its turn. It is not going to take its second attack.
Oh. Okay.
Solus, it is your turn. There is a little bit of acid coming out of Goosh's acid cap as this Darkwool just sort of like cackles to itself, swinging this war pick around like nunchucks.
Can I investigate real quick on these? Would I know if they would be immune to like cold damage or anything?
I'll let you roll. Roll straight intelligence for me. You could use it as a free action. That's fine.
Just gonna roll a quick d20 since I have nothing to int. A 13.
Nothing to it.
There is no resistance here against cold damage, but you do sense that because this thing is so stank and because it is undead, that maybe necrotic and poison damage would sort of be a no-go.
Cool. So good to know. I'm gonna cast Draconic Smite on myself this time.
Nice.
I have a big brain. As my bonus
Massive.
action. So you kind of just see. Next time I hit a creature, my weapon takes the form of a silver dragon's head. My attack deals an extra 1d6 of cold damage. So you kind of just see a dragon's head form the hilt of Solus's sword as like ice crackles down the length of it. It'll be real cool
Sexy.
unless I don't hit. So
and you're going for the
shard also.
You're going for which one?
The ghoul.
The ghoul is dead. The Darkwool.
Oh, the Darkwool. Sorry, excuse me.
Hit him. Hit it.
Oh, does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Didn't
Rip.
think so. He just whiffs it.
Yeah, this guy manages to the side of this dragon head as it sort of takes him aback, but he's still in his war stance.
Cool. Well, I think that's about all I can do with that turn. So I think I'm just gonna go back to my defensive position next to Goosh.
Here for it, Vivian.
How many are left?
You have 3 humans. One looks pretty beat up. The other 2 look relatively okay, and then the one Darkwool.
All right, she's gonna summon another prismatic rainbow bolt and cast it at the Darkwool. So rolling to hit here for 19 to hit.
19 hits?
20 to hit.
Okay, 20 hits.
And it does not bounce because I rolled even. And it'll be cold damage. 19 total as the rainbow bolt turns a little frosty as it connects with the Darkwool.
Yeah, you see this guy, his little almost condescending mocking dance kind of like freezes up a little bit as his muscles tense, and he's no longer like, yeah, you didn't think the undead could shake, but there's small like sheets of ice covering one of his arms, and he just sort of like in frustration. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
She will move 30 feet closer to be at 90 feet. Okay, and that's it.
Immaculate. Goosh.
My turn.
Oh yeah, this guy just your head.
Ugh, how rude.
Rude.
I am going to bonus action rage.
As
How
you
dare
should.
you?
I'm gonna do that every time you rage.
And I am going to give it a big old swing.
Swing at him.
Swing
Do
with
it.
my great
You won't.
axe. Oh God. I don't think a 10's gonna hit.
10 does not hit.
I go
Dang.
real wide. This guy's got his pickaxe in my cap, and he's just swinging me around on it.
Oh
You
no.
just like I feel like I go to swing on him, and he just stiff arms me with his pickaxe, holding me at.
Goosh,
You're
just
just
let
like-
me at him. Let me at him.
Oh my God, that's my whole turn. I use my attack and my movement to struggle against this pickaxe. Oh my god,
Magic.
incredible.
It's one of the better
You know,
descriptions.
I didn't do anything on this turn, but I'm happy with it.
It gives flavor. It gives the ambiance of the scene.
Much needed. Okay, the human nearest to Gush, kind of nearby the Darkle, is going to move closer to Solus, as it also
Hate these guys.
produces. Yeah, they're not that cool. It also produces
Not that
a
dark, cool.
sickle from its back.
Oh God.
Yes.
As
Good God.
Thank you.
This is a 20 hit.
I just barely, honestly, just barely.
As it does 4 slashing damage.
Very cool and fun.
It also seems to enter this frenzy, but you don't feel the sting quite as hard. Not the same sort of frenzied sting as from the last attack. And that is going to be his turn. Iskander.
Hate these guys.
So Iskander's gonna take a deep breath, and then he's like, "You got this. You got this. You can do this." And then he peels out from behind the tree that he's behind. He's gonna start moving 30 feet up, his full movement. But as he's doing that, his body begins to become blue and translucent, and his feet begin to leave the ground. And I'm going to use my ghostly flesh ability.
He's going ghost.
What?
Time to go
Love
ghost.
to see it. Okay, just for the audience at home, if you guys are unfamiliar with the radical race of shades, if you would like to describe what ghostly flesh is.
So Iskander becomes more translucent and devoid of the natural colors that humans' flesh is made out of, and the space around him becomes colder as he takes on a more spectral form, allowing him to essentially fly and hover, all the things that you would imagine from a spirit. He has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks that aren't made with silvered weapons. And in addition, he has ability advantage on ability checks and saving throws made to escape a grapple or against being restrained, and can move through solid objects and creatures as if they were difficult terrain. If he ends his turn inside an object, he takes 1d10 of force damage, and then he can only do this once per long rest.
Pretty sweet, ain't
It's pretty
it?
cool.
That's
And
Waves are so cool.
it lasts a full minute too, so 10 rounds.
Absolutely. I love that. You are
Yeah,
correct.
it's pretty cool. I would be lying if I didn't say it was one of the main things that made me pick a shade.
Ha.
That is your action, correct?
That's a bonus action. I forgot to mention that. So
Of course it is.
Wow.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
what do you
so-
want to do for your action?
Ooh, look at that action economy right there. So I'm going to use my movement to move 30 feet closer, so 60 feet away from everyone. And then kind of hovering off the ground, he's going to kind of like lift his staff, spin around, and shoot out some magic missiles from the staff at the Darakul. The second missile is. Did it roll it?
I'm not.
Not rolling
seeking
it in shard, I don't think.
That's weird. All right, I'll just roll it individually then. On the custom one, just roll a d4. So that's 3 + 2, so 5 points of damage. And then
For
the
the 5.
final one is another 4 points of damage as these ephemeral missiles crash into this Darakul.
Yeah. He takes this barrage of unseeable blows in front of you, Goosh and Solus. You just know that it was your boy over there in the background.
Oh,
No insight check needed. Excellent turn there, Iskander. So this next guy, the last guy furthest to the right of Solus, is going to pull out a crossbow that he has on his lower back, seeing Iskander start to get quite a bit closer. Not really registering the whole ghost thing going on here, and is going to try and shoot you
Very nice.
Fair enough.
for 20 to hit.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it.
And that's going to be, what's the reduction again? I know you just described it. I'm just a goober.
Yeah, it's not a silvered weapon, is it?
No.
Then it's I have resistance, so half. So 4.
Yeah, you take 4 piercing damage as it just sort of whiffs through like the left side of your chest.
Ooh.
Passes straight through you, but you just sort of more like a tickle. Little ghosty
Wasn't
tickle.
surprised. Little ghosty.
And you see that his eyes do not go bloodshot quite like the others do, but the first frenzied attacker is going to, on the downswing, once again try to hit you there, Solus.
Good God.
I hate the luck that I have with Shard today. I'm not trying to you know what? Yeah, I'm trying to kill you guys.
Yeah.
For 4 slashing damage as the sickle kind of drags across your golden shoulder.
Very cool. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you for being.
I can't not. And then it is the Darakul's turn. So it is going to, after taking this barrage of who knows missiles from wherever, he's not the most intelligent of creatures. He's gonna get pissed off, and he's going to try and claw you, Goosh, with these undead talons for a 10 to miss, right?
That's for me, right?
Yeah.
It misses.
Yeah, as he's too enraged to really look where he's going, so he just sort of like claws at nothing. And then further enraged still, he's going to try and bite at you.
Yeah, that'll go. That'll work.
And you are not a humanoid, so that does not apply for 14 piercing damage.
Haha, which is halved to
Which is
7.
half to 7. Thank you. Yeah.
That was a big hit.
He's having a bad time. Solus, it is your turn.
Very cool. What is closest to me? Is it the humans or the Darkul?
The humans.
Okay. Is the one that shot Iskander close?
Yes, it is immediately to your right.
I'm gonna take a
melee
swing.
range.
I'm gonna take a good old swing at that guy.
Do it.
Has an 18 hit.
18 hits.
Delicious. So that's gonna be 10 plus my Draconic Smite is still active, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Plus 1d6 5. So that is 5 plus I forgot 10. So 15 points.
You see this guy like sort of like clam up as his like arm stops in midair, and he sort of falters with whatever he was just about to do. I'm going to go ahead and say the draconic frenzy of that attack, he's going to roll at disadvantage.
Also, up to 4 other creatures of my choosing within 30 feet of the attack's target must each make a successful Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 cold damage as well.
All right, the other 3 are within range if you would like to make all of them roll.
I would love to.
Immaculate. So there's 1 Constitution.
That saves. That
There's
definitely saves.
The next Constitution, that one I said
That fails. Yeah.
And the
It's a 13.
Darkul passes.
Oh, it's okay. So one of them fails. So that is gonna be 1 point of cold damage.
Yeah, he kind of like holds his head like when you get a brain freeze and sort of like blinks his way out of it, and he's no longer frenzied.
That's good. That's
Um,
always good.
It's a pretty neat nugget. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I would like to take my second attack with my dagger at the other human.
Yeah, go ahead. So you have one to your right that you just hit,
20.
and one forward of 20 hits.
I'm trying to get the other guy. So the one that I didn't attack. So it's a 20 and then 4 points of damage with the dagger.
Yeah, this guy is starting to look just as bad as the one that you like kind of froze up. Neither one of them is looking too good.
Good.
Excellent. Super cool. Vivian, sorry, misread for a second. Vivian,
So
things are starting to turn in your favor.
Vivian is going to bend down and grab a handful of dirt from the ground and casting sleep now that she is within 90 feet.
Ooh.
And that would be 30 hit points of creature that from descent or ascending order from lowest HP to highest that are now asleep.
All right, so the two most damaged, the one to Solus's immediate right and the one immediately in front of him, both drift off into a slumber almost cartoonishly as they collapse to the ground.
And she's
Heck
going to move
yes.
30 feet a little bit closer, and that's her turn.
Radical. Goosh.
I
You have
am.
so many options right now.
I pick one and I go for it.
I will say the dark pool is closest to you. If you go closer to the humans, you will get an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna get that Daracool, baby. I'm gonna smack him. Give him a little
Smack
smacky.
Do it.
Can I get flanking with anyone? Is anybody on the other side of this guy?
Not quite. He's just
Dang.
outside of Solus's melee range.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's all right. Got it. Frick!
A
The
13 does not hit.
Bruh, what's happening? Swing
Shard
right
is
again.
not. Shard is not our friend tonight.
I
Oof.
still got that thing in my noggin. It's really slowing me down.
Oh no.
It's fine. I'm good. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
I got one trick.
The one human left, slightly to the left in front of Solus, is going to take aim at Vivian that he now sees in his sights as he draws his crossbow. An 8 as it totally misses and like plants itself in the little stump of a bush that's like probably 30 feet way off to your right. Not a very good shot, but that is going to be his turn. Iskander, our ghost
Nice.
boy.
I misled you. It is full action to go ghost. Take advantage of the economy like that. So this turn,
How dare you?
I am only taking my movement, and I will not make an action to make up for it. So Iskander is going to fly a bit closer, get about, he's at 16 right now, so he's going to move into about 45 and then fly 15 feet up.
Okay.
And
You
just,
are now. Yeah.
yeah, that's going to be the turn.
Iskander is actually Alex, and Alex is actually Iskander, in case you thought there was any differentiation between the two. They're both Midgard sweetheart.
Yes,
Aw.
of course, except one of them is much smarter than the other.
Which one?
I think it's clear that it is not me.
Dang.
Okay, this guy is super asleep, and so is this guy, but this Darkul is not. As he takes another claw at you there, Goosh, for a 12 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
It does
Oh,
not
God.
hit.
Just barely.
As his claw whips, he reaches back down towards your acid cap to try and bite you with its gnarly undead teeth for another miss.
No, his teeth ping off the
The
pick
war
in my
pick?
cap.
He bites down on the war pick.
And you know what?
I love
Just
it.
for that, I'm gonna give him a little. Wait. When I'm hit with it, never mind. Just for that, I growl angrily at him.
Right.
Go away.
Why, howdy, am I ticked off?
Oh, you've done it now.
Solus, it is now your turn.
What
got
is
two
in
guys
range?
Well, you have two asleep near you, and then one slightly to the left of you that just tried to fire, to the left and in front of you that just tried to fire at Vivian.
I'm gonna attack the one to the left of me since the two that are asleep are hopefully gonna be asleep for a little bit. So I want a sword. Come on, Shard. 13 to hit this human.
13 hits.
Nice.
Oh, delicious. 6 plus that extra D6. 5, 11 points of damage, and also is anyone with is the dark ghoul within 30 feet?
He is indeed.
I'm gonna make him roll that con save.
All right. One con save coming up.
He just
Critical failure. Awesome.
delicious. Love that for
I
us.
love to
Love
see
to
it.
see
He
that.
takes 4 points of cold damage as this just wave of just ice just out from where he hits this human just across.
Yeah, his skin is already cold, so you see like it start to crystallize where he was pinged with your icy vengeance. Vivian. This dude
Vivian?
missed you completely.
Is going to pick up some more dirt and cast sleep again.
Gonna throw some dirt in your eye.
I got some dirt.
I'm gonna rub dirt in your
Sleep isn't
24.
concentration, is it?
Oh, is
No.
it?
It's not.
Oh,
Dang.
No, it isn't.
okay.
I was pulling it up as I was saying. So 24 hit points of creature are now asleep.
So you see the guy who just tried to fire at you also sort of stumble around woozily and drop to the ground.
Delicious. So we just have the dark hole.
All right, and she's going to step 30 feet closer now. She's within 30 feet of what's going on, and that'll be. She will give bardic inspiration to. Your goosh mushroom boy. Okay,
Thank you.
so
I need it.
you can do it, goosh. I believe in you. That is your D6.
Thank you. This will surely heal the pickaxe wound in my head.
I just remembered we
I
bought
just-
healing potions.
I just love the wine ant inspiration that Vivian gives. You can do it. Come on,
You
darling.
got it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Just like a vaguely attentive soccer mom type of deal.
Oh yeah.
Goosh, you do feel a little bit inspired for what it's worth by Vivian's kind words as you take your turn.
I'm going to smack whoever is still standing.
That would be the dark pool.
I'm gonna smack it.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh wait, that was the
Oh.
damage. That was the damage. I accidentally touched the damage.
Fair enough.
Okay, that still sucks, but I'm gonna add a d6.
All right, go ahead.
Come on.
Ooh,
16.
16 hits.
Finally.
Oh, delicious.
Love to see it.
Okay, that's 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage as this guy takes another like tumble back, wildly pissed off now. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That's it. That's all. That's my turn.
That's
Thank you.
it.
Thank you for the inspiration.
Goosh adequately inspired. This guy's asleep. Iskander. A bunch of dudes are dropping down like flies.
Good.
And the dark hole's the only one up, correct?
Correct.
Well, you know what time it is. It's time for me to use my last second level spell slot to hit him with that solitary
Woo!
fireball.
Oh yeah.
Smack that boy.
Love that
Like
for
that
us.
boy, can I get a dex save?
You can indeed as soon as I pull up his page.
That makes
Oh.
it. That definitely makes it.
Yeah,
But
God.
Nat
but-
20s
Wow.
his way out.
but he still
Oh
takes half.
my gosh.
He's gonna
Oh.
take
Hit him.
half this damage.
Delicious.
Yeah, he's gonna
Oh.
take 11 points of damage.
All right, 11 points. This guy is if ghouls could be bloodied, blood would be
pushing out of his body right now.
Pushing. Interesting verb choice. I
Yeah,
like it.
that's
I forgot what oozing was for a second.
it's okay.
All right, radical. This guy's asleep. This guy's asleep. Darakul, Senor, on his last leg at this point, probably a couple blows from being dead undead,
Interesting.
is going to Hail Mary his way towards the only really damaged member of the party. Or I guess there's two of you that are damaged, as he's going to try and bite down on you once more, Goosh.
Fair. At least it's not our paladin.
Yeah.
I would rather they bite me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
As his bite, once again, totally underestimating how much shorter you are than he.
I'm just using the pickaxe to my advantage now. I'm just like, smack him with it.
Get away. Swiping
Get
his
away.
hands away as he tries to redeem himself and claw you with a nat 1. You can go ahead and take an opportunity attack if you would like.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a shot.
You
Oh!
crit on his. Okay, Goosh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, you love
That's
to see it.
15. Wait, hold on. Critical hit.
Crit.
That is 20 points of damage.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Goosh, our resident executioner, how would you like to end the life of this
Dun, dun,
dark?
dun.
I tell you what, I'm not even gonna rely. I'm not gonna flavor wise. I'm not even gonna rely on my great axe. I'm gonna give it a swoop with the great axe, but then I just spin around twice and knock it in the head with the pickaxe.
But you haven't taken it out this entire time.
Nope, it's there. It's
A
lodged.
world-ending concussion.
Oh, and indeed, his world is ended. And so is this session as we fall back into a bit of a soft initiative with your sleeping captives, I suppose, depending on what you would like to do.
Excellent.
For our audience viewers back at home, thank you so much for joining us tonight. A bit of a travel episode. As always, we have an incredible amount of fun being here with you all. My name is Mackenzie Hahn. You can find me on Twitter at Kenzie the Hahn, and on Sundays on Is Friday TV during the playing the Thrones and Bones Northern Guard campaign. I'll kick it over to Artplebe.
Sorry. Just as you said that, I was like hit with the need to sneeze and cough at the same time.
Bless you.
So thank you so much. Hi everybody. My name is Sloan, aka Artplebe, and you can find me on the internet at Artplebe pretty much everywhere. Notable places: TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. You can find me on my own channel. I have a whole schedule that you can look for, and you can also find me on the Welcome In on Friday nights playing D&D, and on Total Party Kiss on Saturdays and Sundays playing D&D, as well as here. That's me, Alex. Your go.
That's me. Thank you, Sloan. Hi, my name's Alex, and my pronouns are he, him. And you can find me on Twitter at Actorfeet, and you can also find me on Sunday in the same place you can find our fabulous DM and the lovely Vivian on Thrones and Bones. That means it's time for me to kick it once more to my good friend, Sawyer.
Oh, how sweet. Hi, I'm Sawyer. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at queer_elf_club. And you can find me on TikTok at queerelfclub if you like my cosplay content. And if you want to see me play some more D&D, I'm happy to announce that I'll be appearing this month 2 times on the Somewhere Bound channel. The third Saturday of this month, I will be in the Mortal Reverie campaign. And in the 4th Saturday of this month, I will be making an appearance in our anthology campaign, Frankenpunk. So I hope to see you there. I'm going to kick it over to Friday.
Hello, I am Is Friday, they, them, and you can find me on Twitter mostly, Is Friday TV. I post a lot of stuff, mostly just me lifting weights or doing something like that. And then I also do other types of content in this area, so kicking it over to Dot.
Voice of God.
Voice of God. Oh.
Okay, hi everybody.
There you are.
Yeah, there we
Hey.
go. I again just the voice for tonight. Yeah, we have an exciting new show launching tomorrow. So I felt that I needed to, even without my face, make sure that I reminded you. Wednesdays, of course, is Kobold Chats. We're going to be talking about, we're bringing on some of the writers for the Kobold Guide to Monsters because we want to help you get prepared to submit your monsters to our upcoming Kickstarter because your monster submissions could make it into our upcoming print of Tome of Beasts 3. So all the details of that we're going to go over it tomorrow, but we're also going to talk about like what we can do to build awesome monsters for your submission. Followed by the official launch of Happy Little Kobolds. I have 3 Swobold minis made by Effin' Cool Minis prepped and ready to paint tomorrow with our very first guest. So come hang out. We've got chill jazz tunes. I spent all day finding jazz music so we can chill and paint, and make happy accidents. So yeah, come join us. That'll be tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific. And we'll be back here next week. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel, everybody.
I just imagined a kobold playing a saxophone.
Yeah, that's the whole vibe. That's the whole vibe.
Careless whisper.
Yeah.
Free
We'll
jazz.
careless whisper our way out of this.
Out of this thing. Bye, everybody. Have a
Bye.
wonderful week.